Okay. Whew. Hello y'all, and welcome back to another stream that we have here. And today we have, we just flew right back down into, Mississippi State, and now we are here, today with two really great users of Kansas and Mississippi State, and we are here, Mississippi State Stadium. You know how they're gonna be here. So, it's me in the booth, Electric Days, Mayhem, and Pablo.
What's up?
Oh, is it
Hey,
raining?
the rain game.
Is it raining?
I have a
Flashbacks.
coach I have a statement before this game. Why does Kansas always bring the rain? I can't stand this. We're a meteorology
And
school. How can we
I
not see
told
the
you the
rain
rain was
coming?
coming. I told you it was coming.
It was on the forecast. They could not dodge it.
Oh no.
This is
yeah, and I mean, with the
Hell
rain,
State.
this is gonna bring a lot right here.
Hell State maybe with some PTSD.
I think the rain actually helped
Devin
Mississippi
Wade?
State. Kansas loves to throw the ball, especially to Merriweather. You gotta wonder if that's gonna be a little harder with the rain, but we'll definitely have to see how this one goes.
And this isn't just any kind of rain. It looks like it's coming down. In
Like
the
that
Florida
national
game,
championship rain.
in the Florida game,
Yeah.
it was raining a little bit, but it doesn't like it was like this.
Yeah, and I mean, here we go. We got Parson back out to the field. Let's see what he can do here on this very first drive. He's gonna motion a man out to the right, and there he goes. Gonna cut back in. He's gonna cut back out, and he's only gonna get a gain of 4. And I mean,
Yeah,
you
good
can
first
you
play
see a
there.
lot.
If you can get 4 yards to play, that's kind of Mississippi State's game. Is just keep chugging down the field, keep chugging down the field. That's what they want to do. If you're Kansas, you've got to force negative plays early, force longer second and third downs.
Yep, and speaking of third down, we're right here on third down after that gain of 2 on that run, and this is what he needs right here. He's coming out in an empty formation. You see 6 people right there at that line, see what they can do, and they only gonna rush 4, and that's a pick.
Oh!
He caught it.
Oh, he caught it!
Wow.
It's a first
That-
Through
down.
his hands.
Watch this again. It literally goes right through his
Oh.
hands. You have to wonder if it's the raindrop in the eye, something. I don't know if he just lost it, but it went right through his hands. And you know what they say? There's a reason that cornerbacks play cornerback. They're all converted receivers who couldn't catch. I think you saw a great example of it right there.
I'm being completely honest. I'm not sure what just happened there, and if I was the Kansas head coach, I would probably not be the happiest camper because you could be a 7-0 ball game right here. But another interesting development is the QB situation for Mississippi State. Last game they came out with Kamario Taylor, and now it is Chris Parson.
Let's see how the new quarterback does. Looks like 3rd and 4 here, another third down. We'll see if Kansas step up here. Line up the middle, and that's a first down for Willie Dillard. I think that was a great play call. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree. Mississippi State, they like to run the ball, a lot of short passes, keep everything underneath. Not really a big risk-taking kind of team.
Yeah, Parsons steps back to the pass, and he's going to throw a ball straight to the dirt. He could have took that off for a run and a gain of probably some yards, probably a first down because there's nobody out there on that right side. So, 2nd down and 10 right here for Parsons. As they do a little adjustments, and they see a blitz, and that's going to be an out route. What a catch right there, and that's a catch and a run, and he's going to get down to the 31.
Yeah, good play. Parson, that's I think why they have him in here is that ability to maybe get a little more downfield passing, but that's all you got to do in these games. You just got to hit guys in stride and make the small throw, make the short throw, and you can turn it into plenty of yards on the backside. You see it there again. It's a short play.
Oh, that's holding. Legal block in the back, not
blocking the
holding.
back. Basically the same penalty. It's going to take away what would have been a first down. They'll still have first down, only 9 yards to go, so a very scorigami
Very odd.
situation here. You don't see this often.
Yeah, never see a first down and 9, but here we go. He's going to run that ball. He's going to cut it to the left, cut it right back inside, and it's going to be a gain of 4. So second down and 5 now instead of a second down and 6.
Yeah, exactly. And, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's 1st and 5, 1st and 9, 1st and 10, 1st and 15. I think you got to expect Mississippi State to run the football early. You see him do it again there, and now they're going to throw it. Oh!
Oh
What
my
a move!
goodness! What a move! Don't get sticky.
San
But more
Frisco
money, more
McGee.
chicken. Touchdown! What a move right there. You know.
Yeah, I don't think
that-
you can blame that one on the rain if you're the Kansas defenders. I don't think you slipped. I think you just got your ankle snapped in half by a
Yeah, that
receiver
was
on
crazy.
the outside. So here we go, back to Kansas. They got to answer here. Pablo, what do you think Kansas has got to... What's the key to the game for Kansas here?
You got to get on the board and then get back on defense because I don't really hate what they are doing on defense, to be honest. You know, they've had 2 plays that... I'll wait after this play's over to get a 9.5-yard gain, but they've had 2 plays where they could have been pick sixes, both of them. That RPO that he scored a touchdown on and the other pass that we all seen down here. I mean, I wouldn't say a sloppy start for Mississippi State because they did score a touchdown, but they're being a little loose with the football.
Well, you see here, Kansas, they get the first down. And so a good start. Obviously, playing on the road is a tough place to play. Got to try and quiet that crowd down, and there's a nice short pass, and that is the man of the hour, Merriweather. We see him a lot in these types of games, and I'm sure we'll see him a lot today.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of, you know, the NFL comparison of Nakua, how you know, they give him the ball so much, you know, and there you go. What I talk about a lot, to me, not to me, but to Wayweather, and he overthrew it. Marshall.
He overthrew that, but it
even-
looks like the receiver missed it just as much, like just kind of tailed off too far. I don't know if Kansas just hasn't seen rain before, but, I mean, they are making some careless mistakes out there.
Yeah, Peace is going to run it, and first down and more, and he's just going to get laid out.
One thing there, I think next time with the QB, and especially in the first quarter like this, you got to find a way to get down and avoid a hit. Wear and tear is something that could play a factor in the game, especially in the rain too. That there's increased chance of you coughing the ball up.
And I mean, a smart pass by Isaiah Marshall right there. I think I said his first name wrong. I don't know if it's Isaiah or not, but Marshall, once again, with a nice little pass right there. Did not expect it to go to him, but to the tight end. But, you know, first down right here at the 27. Almost the end of the first quarter, too.
Yeah, Mississippi State doesn't get into a lot of high-scoring shootouts. Typically, they play these low-scoring games, so not a surprise to see it 7-0 here. But this is a great drive by Kansas down the field, already into the red zone here as we start the second quarter. So see if they can finish this one off. They're going to really want a touchdown. A field goal is not the worst thing, but I mean, with the weather and to answer, you're probably going to want the 6 instead of the 3.
I mean, but right now, you know, any points is possible, and any points is up for grabs right now for this Kansas offense. They're going to run a lead option, and they're just going to get absolutely stuck, no gain and no loss. So, 3rd and 3. I mean, this means a lot right here. Stadium and host. It's the last thing to do.
Ooh.
Throw an incomplete pass right there as he get hit, and 4th and 3. What will Kansas do here? Field goal is possible. The only down by 4, but as they
Yeah,
were
look like-
trying to see what
Looked
they
like they're
can do.
keeping the offense out there, and that should have been a first down. It looked like the throw was a little behind with the pressure in his face, and you see, I mean, the receiver's breaking open, and he throws it right to the cornerback. Really great job by the receiver to knock that away. Big
They're
play.
gonna go for it. R1, and he gets laid
And
down.
he hangs on.
Oh
What a
my
catch.
goodness. And I might have said who was possibly open, but I'm for sure he's going to throw it to him anyway, exactly. So let's see what Marshall can do here. Empty set right here on the 12. First down and 10, a motion backfield, motion right back out, and that's a zig route touchdown. Yes!
Mayweather. Robert Mayweather. He's only a 78 overall, 79 overall, I believe, as a sophomore, but
Yep.
KU does a really good job incorporating him in the offense and, like,
Oh, booth review.
getting him involved in the ball
It looked
team.
like he was short. Oh!
He did,
Stepped
he
out
did
of
it.
bounds at the 4. They don't even mark him down at the goal line.
Wow. And second down and 2 at the 4. This is really interesting, too, because you only got to get 2 yards to get a first down against what they do here. Aaron Gunn looking to the sideline, going back to the huddle. They're going to run it. Stewart's going nowhere. -2.
Yeah, it's like that SEC physicality there. It's hard to run the ball up the middle on a team like Ole Miss, or Mississippi State.
That's something that the Mississippi State head coach will not be happy about.
Sure he won't, but he's going to be pretty happy about how his defense just played right there. That's going to be a sack. And now decision time again for Kansas after getting the touchdown call back. It looks like they are going to take the 3, but this is one of the hardest field goal angles in the game. This short from the hash mark. But no problem there.
As now the score is, 3-7, as after they, overturned the touchdown. What can possibly happen here from, Mississippi State? What do y'all possibly think about the offense for Mississippi?
Knowing the Mississippi State offense.
You go ahead. You got it.
I was just going to say, knowing the Mississippi State offense, they want to make this the last possession until we get to halftime. I mean, they're probably going to come out. They're going to pound the ball, try and run it. I think you're going to see a lot of runs, a lot of short passes, trying to hang on to this football until halftime.
Yeah. Mississippi State, like I said earlier, they're not really going to take a whole lot of deep shots. They're going to take what the defense gives them and use a lot of run after catch to get down the field. And he throws it away. I mean, they're going to try to keep the ball out of harm's way, but that's something that on the first drive, they almost gave it up twice. And I'm not expecting that to continue.
This is what we talked about as a key to the game. 3rd and 9. This is where you want to get Mississippi State if you're Kansas. You got to find a way off the field here. And they do it.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks.
Okay,
And this is an opportunity for Kansas to really take a stranglehold in this game. If they can go down and score a touchdown here and have the lead into halftime with getting the ball coming out would be really put them in a good spot. So if you're Kansas, I mean, points are great. Even if you get 6, or even if you get 3 and have 6 going into halftime, I think you just got to score and hopefully make this the last possession too.
He may be glad he got hit there on that ball.
Yeah, because that was intended for a pick on that comeback route.
Yeah, he's in the flat corner, kind of playing a little back on that one, ready for it.
That was a good cornerback play right there. Is like the ball again in this. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, they were ready for that. Kobe Albert laid out. I don't know whether he really had a shot. It looked like he almost had the interception there. Both the receiver and the corner kind of got it this time, but man, he was ready for that. He was running that. He beat the guy to the spot.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
I think that just went through the Mississippi State player's hand. I mean, you watch it right there. Oh, they cut, but
Yeah, that was definitely. I understand what Mayhem was saying there because I thought it went through his hands too. So, We go. Mississippi State get the ball back, it breaks off one tackle, and just falls down at the 29.
Yeah, Mayhem and Electric on the same page. I bet you didn't have that on your bingo card if you're a viewer, but here we are.
Here we go. We do have Parsons stepping out to the field again after the 4th down and a punt as they run the ball with Davis. Only a gain of 6 right there.
Crazy acceleration out of the backfield. Just kind of clipped his own tight end, it looked like, trying to get the edge, and that... The only reason that wasn't a bigger play.
Yeah, and then it's a run right there. He just absolutely demolishes the strong safety.
Oh, you see that hit? That will be on Sports Center maybe for the rest of the week because, I mean, that is the truck stick. Oh, my God. Just, that's bringing the boom, as they would say.
Yeah, it's a freshman, too. Young guy. Not afraid of contact is Willie Dillard.
This might take it down to the 2-minute warning. We'll see if Mississippi State snaps this. They do.
They're gonna snap it, yeah.
And they're going to
Oh, I thought that
be
was...
happy with it. I think he got that. I think he fell right on the line to gain. Should be a first down.
2 minute
And
yeah,
it is.
first down. Mayhem is correct. And I thought the ball was a little bit overthrown. But he caught it, so great job for the running back to get that first down. And now in motion to the right with the running back, and he's going to cut in, jukes in, and gets stuck on the line.
Yeah, basically, he looked like choked out by his lineman. I don't know whether he went down because he was tackled or whether he passed out because his lineman had him in like a full Nelson. Don't see that too often. But
Go to the running
get
back
him away
again,
from the
just got
lineman on this
full
one.
Nelson. Yeah.
You know, this came from Willie Dillard is looking a lot like an AJ Pitts game from Ohio State.
Yeah, from Ohio State, yep. And there they go. They're going to throw it to the wide receiver. I thought that was an overthrown ball too, but first down.
I agree. I thought he missed him for a second, and I mean, he had no one within 18 yards of him when he caught that football. No reason to even make it that close. Great catch by the receiver there, but now Mississippi State's really got it in a good spot, but that's a great play by the D tackle, by Job.
By Job. I feel like that's supposed to be set up for a joke. I have a strong feeling about that, but he hikes the ball, throws it to the wide receiver right there. I don't know if that's a wide receiver or that's a tight end, but timeout right there by Mississippi State. And
It's going to be... There's a big spot. If you're Kansas, if you can get the stop here, get the ball back. Oh! That's even better!
It could be 6.
That's a Mick pick 6.
That is a Mick pick 6.
But
You know who came up with that? Electric. That is the Jacob Hunter, who is the defensive tackle. Well, not the defensive tackle, but a defensive tackle for the Florida Gators. Come up with that slogan. Little shout out.
Love the shot out. I think more importantly than anything, though, I mean, now if you're Kansas, you've got the potential to be up 3 going into halftime, getting the football, which I think really flips the game script. I mean, this went from Mississippi State potentially being up 2 scores to Kansas being up with the ability to go up 2 scores when they get this ball back out of halftime. Mississippi State's going to need one of those Ohio State Travion Henderson plays right here. They've got to bust something out.
Yeah, and I mean, this right here, I knew it. Allowed to only him and God, and he drops it. Wow.
Great job by the safety, Damani Maxon, coming over there. Because that did, out of the hand, looked like an interception. Or it looked like a touchdown, and then almost turned into an interception.
Yeah, but they're going to run this ball deep to the left, and he's going to cut back out. He had a lot of space, not a lot. 7 seconds left, so he can still try to get a field goal, but this field goal is probably going to be a pretty long one. He can throw it in the middle.
Parsons, oh no, oh!
That
Throw a lob to the defense.
could have been pick six. That could have been another pick six.
And I mean the defense have had some issues trying to catch footballs today. We've seen at least 3 dropped interceptions, if not more. And
All right,
that's
so,
gonna fall on us.
Yeah, what I wanted to say about that right there, I don't think the QB should have rolled out to the right. There was no reason for him to do that, but we head into the halftime. So, what do y'all see, coming from both of these teams in this first
Go
half?
ahead, Pablo.
Yeah, it's a defensive first half. I mean, kind of what you expect when you see a rain game. Low scoring. The defenses have been amazing. I mean, Kansas, if we're being honest, they've had many chances at pick sixes and interceptions and what else. I mean, they just got to keep it up on defense and get some points right here and make it a 2-possession game if possible.
Mayhem, do you have anything to say about?
Yeah, I just think this was a game of the first half, a lot of mistakes on both sides. I mean, we saw multiple dropped potential pick sixes, and then we've seen some really bad throws from both quarterbacks. So I think the second half, it's going to be who makes the worst mistake, in my opinion. I think, if the team that doesn't get into trouble and doesn't make a mistake and set another team up, I think it's going to be the team that wins here. And also getting off the field on third down. This is a huge play for Mississippi State here if they can hold and get the ball back.
Then you hear them bells ringing, and you see that drag route. He's going to catch it and get a gain of 0. So Kansas will go ahead and punt this football off. That's not what you really wanted. First drive in the second half, but at least you tried.
Yeah, that's not what you really wanted, but we know that down and distance is where you can lose football games. At 3rd and 13, if you try to force it, that's when you turn over and you allow some good field position for the Mississippi State offense. And I don't hate taking the check down there and just taking your medicine.
Running the ball right there. He's going to get a gain of 9. That's Davis. We haven't seen that much of Davis, but we have seen a lot of Willie.
You see more Davis right here. You see him get the first down. Good play. Mississippi State. I mean, if you're Mississippi State, you've got to feel like if you can just get the lead here, your defense is going to be in a really good spot. I think that's got to be your priority, is just finding a way to get the points and then force Kansas to answer. Great play.
That was a great play. Juke move, open space, but gets tackled at the 15. Good. That was a good tight end run right there. I think that's a wide receiver converted to tight end.
Yeah, I was about to say that. He's not moving like a tight end.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused. Davis right there runs. Yeah, because when that tight end was running the drag route, I was confused on whether I was wrong on tight end or wide receiver. So he is a Nick Harbor type of person that had been converted. So 39 and 8. Parsons will hand it off to his running back. His running back is going to make a move.
Oh. And that's the second time that we've seen a holding call against Mississippi State on a big play. They've got to feel like that's frustrating for them. They've been the only one to really get hit with a penalty field season so far in what we've seen this year. So bounce back, and that's not what they wanted. Great play by the defensive end.
Yeah, and that's what happens. One little penalty, causes a whole shift in your drive. So that's just something they have to learn on 3rd and 16. Let's see what they can do.
I don't know how aggressive you want to be here. Last thing you want to do is turn this ball over. Oh, I love that play.
He was wide open to the right, but great job. Still got a gain of 13 after 3rd and 16, I'm for sure.
Did anyone consider going for this, or are you taking the field goal every time?
I'm taking my 3.
Yeah, you got to tie the game up. And he wasn't gonna tie it up right out that kick one, but yeah, there he
I'll
goes
tell you
up
what, when
again.
Coach Electric tells you to take your 3 points, that's when you know you did the right thing.
I don't know if either one of y'all watched them play last time. But the last time they played, taking your 3,
Matter.
some would say, is why Kansas came out on top.
So he just being safe. That's what I'm hearing. I did not see the last game because it was not broadcasted, but what I'm hearing is that it was. Take his point. You gotta be respectful of that. If Kansas step out onto the field and they get a second down in inches, you could say, you got a gain of 10, but gain of 9 right there.
Yeah, I think we'll see more of this RPO game. I mean, you look at Mayweather, Marshall's only thrown for like 60 yards. And there's another one.
There you go. Another one.
The big tight end.
Actually, that's a tight end. Now
That's like a Rob Gronkowski build.
Yeah, that's a tight end right there. He's wearing number 7, a really odd number for. No, we seen Kyle Pitts and them wear number 8. So
That's Alexis Heredia Jr.
yeah, that is. And he's gonna run it to the right and then cut back in. That's not Heredia right there on the cut in, but that's Harry Stewart, the third, running it for a gain of 4.
I'm surprised we haven't seen more of Alexis Heredia Jr.'s. I mean, you talk about how big he is, but SEC's that one conference, that one opponent where they've got guys to match that. And speaking of Heredia, there he is once again.
Now, that pass, I thought he dropped for some odd reason. It looked like the ball just phased to his chest. But good catch, and he was able to get it down to a 3rd and 2 now. Much needed 3rd down into the stadium, and you hear them down on 3rd down.
Watch out for 15 here. But they're going to go to Stewart. Oh, I don't know. He got it. Oh!
I don't want to challenge that. I wouldn't want to challenge that.
That was the shot right down the line. I didn't see the 1st down marker. That looked like it was close.
That was 4 from inches, but it's the 1st down. They give it to him. It looked like
See if they get this snap off. No.
They couldn't. For the most important quarter of football is here. The 4th quarter, and everything matters a bit more here in this quarter.
This one seems like it's been quick. It's been a quick game.
Yeah.
So like,
I think I've only seen like how many shot? One shot down the field, and it was that bomb that he tried to throw to Robert Mayweather that was incomplete.
I see another one right here. Oh! Oh! And he had Heredia, I mean, wide open. I think he saw it late, but then he got lucky because he got hit as he threw. And if that ball would have had like 2 more yards of air on it, Mississippi State had 7 points coming the other way.
he might would have dove on it, so probably would have died for that ball, sadly. And the 2nd down and 10 here from Mitchell after incomplete open pass. That's it, roughing the passer.
Yeah, I was gonna say that could be rough in the passer.
Yes. Oh, good fight for extra yards.
Man, he saw it too.
Yeah.
Oh, man, just...
Getting down to the 5. Wow.
A dart from the QB right there.
That was a great throw. You saw the linebacker see it at the last second, but I mean, you can't stop, turn, and restart that fast. Great read by Marshall. And
Yeah,
then
Marshall
gets
threw a little bit of-
absolutely clocked.
You see him throw with a little bit of anticipation right there. That's a
Touch pass.
NFL
and
trait.
touchdown.
And that is Robert Mayweather with his, well, I don't think it's his 2nd touchdown because his 1st touchdown got called back.
Yeah, the 1st touchdown that he had got called back to the 4, I remember. So, yeah, and that's how they're here now. 16-10 until they can possibly make this field goal in the rain, and they will make it up and in. That was a 7-play, 37-yard drive. I didn't feel like 37 yards.
That might be a glitch. I think there were 37
Yeah.
yards worth of penalties maybe from the roughing the passer, but I don't know if that messed up the algorithm.
Yeah, that was pretty weird to only see 37, because I'm for sure they drove down from the 25 or so. So now, at Mississippi State heading out to this field, down by 7, 5 minutes left. You gotta know what you can do here. Gotta score quickly. Big route.
Down. Everyone's favorite route against man coverage, that zig.
And now I think KU, he made it more, known. So I give him his credit there with with the zig route. So give him his credit there about that and make it them type of plays.
Parson making adjustments at the line here. And clearly makes the right call. They went from the single back to the pistol and then moved some stuff around, and Seth Davis starting to come alive. We see him get 9 yards, his longest run of the day there.
That was a good little rush, 2nd down and 1 now. And you need to score quickly because you don't want to give your opponents less time. Oh, and he cuts left, right, and gets the 1st down past the 50-yard line. And Davis now has 41 rushing yards of the game.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the
Yeah, Kansas just seems content to play with 5 men in the box, and Mississippi State seemed pretty content to run that every time. Boy, that throw doesn't drag him out of bounds. He had another 20 yards ahead of him.
Yeah, I know he hated that right there because he was tiptoeing. So
I got a question for y'all. Right here, what is your opinion on taking your 3 versus getting your touchdown? Like, going all out for the touchdown?
I think you have to shell out for the touchdown if you're Mississippi State. I just don't. And the further down you get, it's one thing if it's like 4th and 15 and you're at the 20-yard line, but I mean it's hard to get down to this part of the field. Like once you get inside the 20, I feel like you're playing 4 downs to try and get it. You can't afford to give the ball back because then you got to go score a touchdown anyway. So what does a field goal really do for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree with Mayhem there. I mean, anytime you're within the 25, it's a 4th down situation. Like running, but don't care about that. It's like a new thing might please about that. Thank you very much. So yeah, Pablo, I agree with you 100% about scoring a touchdown or just. I don't believe kicking a field goal here is good because you still gotta, bring out a defense that has to be ready. As Davis say, no field goal to score straight touchdowns. Score 6 like a touchdown. It's like a little State quote right there as he scores. Possibly be able to tie this game up. Now this is where everything gets a little tricky. You went down there, you scored, of course, and that's good. But you drained 3 minutes off the clock, so it's a little iffy. 2 minutes and 36 seconds left in this fourth. So don't know Mississippi State needs here. They need it. Well, they need to stop, but don't know what they can do here. They got to try their hardest to stop this Kansas offense.
Yeah, this is it right here, more than likely.
Yeah, and there you go, that stadium post. It's always blasting RPO right there in the first play, and that's Mayweather. And again, we compare him to Puka because how many catches he gets, not because of the yards. I compare him because of how many catches he gets from this head coach of KU. So I feel like that's an equal comparison. 2nd down and 9 now. He caught the ball behind him. This QB also need to figure out a way how to, accurately throw the ball to his wide receivers. He's just going to run this down to the 2-minute warning. I thought he was going to snap a play. I was ready for him to start it. But he's just going to run it down. 2nd down and 9. This means a lot. And you don't get a 4th down, a 3rd down conversion where you have, I think you punt the ball. I don't think you go for it here. Exactly. He just got ran over. Oh my goodness. He just got popped.
Yeah, I mean, this is a huge play right here. You're giving Mississippi State a shot to get the ball back. You got to find a way to get a 1st down.
And it's a 3rd down Ice the ball. He's going to throw it to the Zig pick. And that's
Picked
about to
off.
be a pick six. Yeah, he just won't let him score. Pick six. Gilmore. Big pick six right there for KU. What a much needed. I'm not for KU. What a much needed pick from Iowa State. What a just wow. What a play right there.
Yeah. I mean, Mississippi State's been a second half team this season. And the first game they came back from a 20-point deficit. So.
Yeah, and now let's see what they're gonna do here. It might be a little bit of adjustments here. What they did here with these adjustments now. After throwing that pick, I mean, what can they do here? I mean, now you're down by 7 instead of, tie game punting that ball. As we see a change at QB and is Major in the game. Major, what can he do? He's going to throw it, and that's a dot down the field. 1:41 left on that clock. Good job for him to also get out of bounds. Good little dead leg move to the in and out.
That first QB was throwing, I don't know what it was. He was throwing ducks. It looked like that's a perfect spiral.
Yeah. And there you go. He's going to throw it to Alexis, and he's going to catch that ball first down and more. Not first down and more, but gain of 8 on that catch.
He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Here comes the offense on second down.
Oh,
He's looking to throw.
oh my.
Pass on the way out. It's picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room.
Wow.
Interception as it
Bumped on the route. Isaac Smith with the clutch play, with the clutch pick. Wow, and I mean, what can Kansas? Wow, 2 plays. Very, very costly to this team. Trying to stop him second down and 5. That's not good.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation.
3rd and 3 now as they get a much needed stop. Only a gain of 2 right there.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving.
They're going to run a read option, and they stop him 4th and that was crazy. So much space to the right side, and he gets it. Gets the stop. Kansas gets the ball back after 2 costly turnovers. On return the ball. It stopped at the 26. You hear that stadium pulse going through the whole stadium. 1st down and 10. Steps back in the pocket. Gets sacked. 2nd down and 21.
Who just said that? That was interesting, to say the least.
3rd down and 21.
Okay. This is not looking good if you're a Kansas fan, but you have 2 plays right here to get the 1st down.
Here we go. He's going to throw it to the end route. It's catch. 4th and 8.
I like that pocket presence right there.
That was good. 40 or so seconds. Play action. He can't go anywhere in this game. Just what a stop right there by Mississippi State. What a day.
Running out the clock seems to be a formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You gotta love that as the players. Come back
I mean, and with that, that will be the end
finally getting ready to play in front of a live
of this game. Mississippi State will come out on top after multiple defensive stops and picks that was much needed. So let's go ahead and head down to Hell State, the winning head coach, to talk about the ending of that game. Hell State, you here?
Yeah.
All right.
I think I'm on the phone with the AD, and we need to dome the stadium in if we're going to keep Kansas on the schedule, because Jayhawks just bring the rain, I guess.
Right, and I get that, and that's pretty much understandable, as that rain was messing y'all up a bit. But my question is, how was you feeling? How you and your team was feeling overall in that fourth quarter?
Well, I'd like to get on here and troll kind of like I did last week and say never had a doubt, but like, I mean, just like last year, yeah, good game. I've got nothing but respect for KU and the Jayhawk football program. He's a good user. That's why we put him on the schedule twice. Challenge the team early. But once again, the comeback dogs, never doubt the spirit of a bulldog. That's all I got to say. The fight this team has showed through the first 2 weeks, they get a well-deserved 2-week rest now before we host a defending national champion, the Oregon Ducks. That'll be another big one. But the Davis Wade crowd, while they got soaked today, I'm sure at the end they had a good time. They're going to go have fun and party at Rick's tonight.
Right, and I mean, that was a good win from Mississippi State. So, Pablo, you have any questions?
Yeah. I'm gonna ask, you gotta figure out how to clean up the pass game and figure it out moving into SEC play, because I think once it gets down to SEC play, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to run the ball. Seeing today you were 24 for 124. You got to rely a little bit more on the pass. What's your plan?
Well, I agree. And look, there's every week is different, right? I mean, last week we had Camario in the game for the first half, and he had some freshman struggles, so we had to bring Parson in to come get the job done. And this week, like we saw last year, rain game, right? Couldn't throw the ball, threw a couple costly picks. I thought that the pick at the end of the first half was going to be the one that beat me today. Obviously able to fight back. Defense forced some turnovers themselves, which is what we lacked last year against them. But, I'm not really worried about it yet, but I'm sure that Oregon's going to give us a really good look at how we can get the pass game going, because we saw how they were able to shut down Tennessee today. So I'm sure that we will find out. We will know before we host the Sooners for the SEC opener.
Okay,
Right, and
good on questions.
that's it. Hmm?
I'm done with my questions.
All right, well, Hell
Okay,
State, y'all. I would
so-
ring the cowbell, but it's midnight on a school night, so
Yeah,
I'm not
bro,
going to do that.
Yeah, you
But,
about to get yelled at.
yeah, Hell State, y'all.
Yeah, bro was about to get yelled at. Tell me, turn it off. What you doing over there? Yeah, so, yeah, let's head down. Since we're done with Mississippi State, let's go ahead and head to Kansas. And Kansas, very, very, tough ending to, y'all loss. And just gotta wonder, what can you clean up here, coming into these other games that you have coming up?
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was going to be a hard-fought game, which it was, and back and forth. I think honestly, we just didn't run the ball good enough. I don't like to run the ball too much as it is, but like even when I was just trying to keep it honest and get in third and manageable situations, I just couldn't go anywhere. And so then I had a lot of third and longs where he could just drop back into zone coverage and take away anything I wanted to do. He didn't give me a lot of man looks, so it was hard to get the ball to Mayweather, which I wanted to. It just I had to try to think about a lot of different schemes to get guys open, and I just had a couple bad mistakes where I just didn't read the guy quite right and ended up in a pick, especially those two in the fourth quarter. Those hurt. So you know, I knew this is my hardest game on the schedule, so I was gonna go in here, give it my best effort, and if it didn't work out, that's fine. We'll learn and we'll get better for the rest of the season. So
Right. And okay, you got any questions?
I'm good on questions.
All right, hey, before
All right.
we get off the stream, y'all, I don't mean to interrupt the flow of things, but I got a couple things I do want to say. First of all, we found out through the main chat that one of our league members, JoJo's in the hospital right now. So, thoughts and prayers up to him. Second of all, we have a league member's family who lives out in California who has lost their home due to the fires out in Cali. It's not pretty, but the world's real world's not pretty. I know this is a video game and we like to get on here and keep things lighthearted, but there is a GoFundMe set up. I know if you're watching this stream, you're probably in the Discord. You can ask for the link to do that if you feel encouraged to donate to help them. I would encourage you to do so if you can. But thoughts and prayers to Joker's family and to everybody out in Cali right now who's dealing with the fires and losing homes and property and all that. So I just wanted to say a couple things before we get off here. I know we like to keep it lighthearted and we're on the game, but seriously, thoughts and prayers to those who are out there getting affected by that.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, definitely thinking about them. Maybe USC's just got to schedule Kansas, and we'll bring some rain over there. So
That's crazy. That's
Oh,
that's
okay.
that's insane.
Okay, just cut the stream off before I start laughing.
Yeah, and I mean with that, I think that should be the end of the stream. So with me, Pablo, Mayhem that was in here before he sadly went away for a phone call, and the two users that played of KU and Hell State. We'll see you next time for another stream. Have a good